So the fourth step in our Pong game is that we want to add the ability for the ball to bounce off of the edges. So we want to first click on ball, and then when ball edge reached. And so this action will call the events when the ball meets the edge of the canvas. And so we want to make sure that it bounces when it reaches the right edge, the left edge, and the top edge. And we want it to stop when it reaches the bottom edge. And so in App Inventor, all the different edges have different number values. The right edge has a value of 3, the left edge has a value of -3, the top edge has a value of 1, and the bottom edge has a value of -1. So we want to make sure we want to use control to use an if-then statement. And what this statement will do is if whatever case we put here is true, then it will do this. And then we want to click here and add an else statement. And by doing that, you see that there's now an else statement right here. And so what this now does is if whatever statement we put here is true, then this will happen. And if it's not true, then this will happen. So we want to check, and we want to use math of the logic. And so we'll drag the equals. And we actually want it to be the not equals. And so we want to check if the ball's edge that it's reached, if this is the edge that the ball made, if that equals a number which is -1, that means this if the ball did not reach the bottom edge but met a different edge, then we want the ball to bounce. So we want to click on ball and scroll down to ball.bounce. And we want it to bounce off of the edge that it collided with. So we use this edge. Now if the ball collided with this edge that was -1, aka the bottom edge, then we want the ball to stop moving. And so we want to set the ball enabled to false. So we'll click on ball, set ball enabled, and we'll go up to logic and set enabled to false. And so what this event here will do is that when the ball meets an edge, if the edge does not equal -1, or if the ball's edge that it met does not equal the bottom edge, then the ball will bounce off of the edge. Otherwise, it will set enabled to false, in which case the ball will stop moving.